What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Triple Money Event Week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for February 29th through March 6, 2024. So, in regards to new content, we didn't get anything new this week. However, remember that we should be getting the Cluck and Bell Farm Raid mission next week with Vincent on March 7th, along with the Cluck and Bell Benson and the long-awaited Gauntlet Interceptor as well, which means that the Jeep should be the last drip feed vehicle to release. Not sure how long after that, but I guess we'll see. Anyways, the current prize ride for this week is the Meibatsu Monstrosity. It's primarily based on the Mitsubishi Pajero Evo and has a normal price of just under 1.5 million. To get it for free this week, you have to get first place in an LS CarMate Series race for 3 days in a row. In regards to performance, it's in the off-road class and is the fastest vehicle in that class with HSW. However, if you don't have HSW on it or it's turned off, it drops down to top 10. But regardless, it's still an incredible overall vehicle due to its great handling and customization as well. Plus, it does offer some money tech options. Continuing to the test drive vehicles for this week, we have the Karen Bohr, the Vector, and the Virtue as well. And none of these were Move website vehicles, so keep that in mind. However, these three do have special limited time liveries. For current gen console users, we have the Astron Custom as the HSW test ride vehicle for this week. Continuing to the casino podium vehicle for this week, we have the Flash GT. It's primarily based on the Ford Focus RS RX, mixed with the Ford Fiesta RS WRC as well, and has a normal price of about 1.6 million. This one's in the sports class and unfortunately does have those annoying slow handling flags, which makes it go slower over bumps. But regardless, it's still a really great car for rally style off-road tracks, plus it has some decent customization as well. In terms of the dealership cars for this week, in luxury autos we have the recently added Cavalcade XL and the Astrop GZ. Continuing to semi-ins, we have the Fudo GTX, the Euros, the Jester RR, the La Cruz, and the Stinger TT as well. And none of these were Move website cars, so keep that in mind. Not a single removed website car available this week. That's pretty disappointing. Moving on to the discounts, in terms of property discounts, we unfortunately do not have any properties on sale this week. A real shame. Continuing to vehicle discounts, on Legendary Motorsport website, we have 40% off the Stinger TT. This one was added with the Mercenaries update last year and is a sports car class vehicle. It offers HSW, which makes it the fastest car in the entire game with a top speed of over 168 miles per hour, which is just insane in comparison to the other cars in the game. Now, the handling isn't the greatest, so the HSW La Cruz is still faster around most tracks for the sports class, but it does have some great customization. Next up, we have 30% off the Ocelot Virtue. This is an electric supercar that does offer Amani tech. It has really good acceleration and handling, making it a top 15 performing car around most tracks, plus the customization is pretty good. Honestly, it's probably my favorite Amani tech car. And for those of you who don't know, you can actually get this car for free by completing the first and last dose missions from Dax, so there's really no reason to purchase it from the website. Moving along, we have 40% off the Euros. So this one's in a sports class and is sort of a mid-tier performing car in that class, so not all that quick, but it does offer some great customization being a tuner DLC car, and it's pretty fun to drive as well. Continuing, we have 40% off the Jester RR, pretty much the same story as the Euros, being in the sports class with mid-tier performance, great customization, etc. But this one is actually pretty competitive on certain tuner tracks because of its high top speed, so I definitely consider picking it up this week if you don't already own it. And lastly, moving along to the Southern San Andreas website, we have 40% off the Karen Bohr. So this one's in the off-roads class. Not really much to discuss about this one. It's pretty slow. Its main strength is probably the customization and I guess the uniqueness of it in terms of like its styling, but that's pretty much it. In regards to vehicle customization discounts, the drift tuning upgrade for the 8 current drift cars is currently 20% off. And for those of you on current gen, the HSW conversion costs are 30% off this week, which is nice. So now is definitely the best time to upgrade some of your cars to HSW if you haven't already. Moving along to the gun van, we have the following weapons available this week, and we have 40% off the compact grenade launcher as well. Continuing to triple money, we have triple money NRP on select community series jobs. Moving on to double money, we have double money NRP on land races, drift races, drag races, and ISI classic races as well. Plus, we also have double LS car meet rep on all LS car meet activities this week, which is awesome for those of you looking to level up in the LS car meet. In regards to the weekly challenge this week, if you win 2 races this week from any category, you'll receive 100,000. Continuing to the weekly robberies from the salvage yard business, again, these only change once per event week. We have the Duggan robbery with the Omnis EGT, the Gangbanger robbery with the Dominator GT, and the Podium robbery with the Previon. And lastly, for the time trials, this week's normal time trial is up Chiliad. I highly recommend a quick bike for this one. For the premium race, we have the supercar race taking off. I highly recommend the Emerus, Krieger, LM87, or Devastate for this race. And if you're on current gen, I highly recommend using the HSW Weaponized Ignis or the HSW Devastate. And lastly, for current gen console users, the HSW time trial is East Vinewood. As always, the HSW Hakachu Drag will be the best one for these. In terms of my vehicle discount pick of the week, I'm going to have to go with the Stinger TT. I think this is a pretty decent discount, especially when you factor in the fact that HSW conversion costs are 30% off this week, and for this specific car, it makes it the fastest car in the game. It's just a great overall deal, and probably the cheapest you're ever going to be able to get this car in general. Now again, the handling isn't the greatest on this car, but you're getting the fastest car in the game at a significantly good discount, and the HSW conversion cost for it also with a significant discount, so overall I think it's pretty worth it. Anyways guys, overall this event week is pretty decent, but far from great. No remove website cars available this week, no properties on sale, and the bonus money is pretty much only on races. Pretty lackluster. However, remember that we should be getting that new Cluckenbell Farm Raid mission with Vincent next week, and of course the highly anticipated Gauntlet Interceptor, so I'm hoping that's going to be good. A lot of people are waiting for that. But anyways guys, thanks again for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.